The age-old issue of finding a husband and what happens if you cannot is still relevant today. As we navigate the modern issue of dating and what it means to be single, we adopt Virginia Woolf's sentiment without ever realizing it. Today, we will bring these to light. Couples trudged and plodded in the middle of the road, indissolubly linked together. In the Victorian age, women without husbands were called spinsters, as seen in Orlando. In the age of technology in the modern world, it is easy to see representations of relationships and believe we must also find one. But Virginia Woolf believed society to be wrong. Characters like Lily Briscoe in To the Lighthouse defied society's expectations, pursuing a career and art rather than a husband.
You see relationships reflected like in everyday life. For instance, your parents, and you see that as what a successful functioning relationship is like, and that's a milestone in life, and you need to achieve said milestone.
In today's world, individuality is not necessarily celebrated. People are still expected to be tied to another person. As they become part of a couple, they lose their sense of self in society and in their own view.
Do you ever feel defined by your partner or constantly associated with them?
I think that since we've been dating for so long, people's minds always associate us with each other. So like when people will talk to me, their first response will be, "Oh, and how's CJ?" Like they always think of him when they see me.
In Woolf's Orlando, a biography, Orlando herself values her relationship with nature and poetry more than with a man. Rather, she resents the idea of taking a husband. She was forced at length to consider the most desperate of remedies, to yield completely and submissively, to take a husband. In the end, Orlando finds happiness in herself and remains undefined by another. She says, "My hands shall wear no wedding ring. It is better I should lie at peace here with only the sky above me." A woman must have money and a room of her own if she is to write fiction. Although outside of the context of writing, Woolf's sentiment is still relevant today, as many feel free to exercise creative expression when they are alone.
For me, in a relationship, it's very important to have my alone time because I just thrive best when I have time to myself to think about things that are going on with me and issues in my life.
Is being single a completely negative experience?
No, to a degree it is, because you're perceived differently by society, but being single, I feel, also has allowed me to explore my interests socially, academically, and career-orientated wise in terms of what I want for my future.
Even the great Mrs. Ramsay found comfort in finally being alone and uninterrupted by her husband. Although some are disheartened by being single, comfort may be found in having space to find ourselves and create something beautiful to leave behind, just like Lily's painting. If Woolf were here today, she would tell men and women all over the world that their worth is not defined by society or another person. Like Orlando, we are excellent by ourselves as individuals. Rather than focusing on finding our soulmate, we must explore what we may create in each room of our own.